Normally, we have three main groups of general hatches. And these are actually the legends we would use, so it will be a good example. Now, I'm gonna Control P, and we're gonna see it in action when it's printed. So let's check this. Okay. Now, we have the construction hatches, which normally have they have patterns, and the patterns are based on conventions to understand what is a brick or hollow masonry, like blocks or masonry veneer, for example, yeah, block veneer or brick veneer, field masonry, for example, core field block work, glass, water, timber, metal, normally in elevation because in section are very thin, and normally timber members in section goes with an X profile. Then we have concrete, stones, plastic. Okay, cavity. This is a mistake in this legend. Cavity is I will show you in a second. Grass, topsoil, terrain, urban. So normally terrain is just gray, and then we have planting. So this I'm showing what is in demo and existing and new. So these hatches are composed of a pattern and a background. Now, let's go to the material color code for design development. So it's basically the same, only with the dot pattern, more dense for section, less dense for projection, and normally we go timber metal. Now, it's important to notice that depending on the council, they might like us to do these colors according to their guidelines. So this might change. This is the most common one, actually, because it's based on Australian standard of drafting, but it might change. So we have to check the guidelines and see if they want concrete to be gray or if they want concrete to be whatever. Now, we have the generic code. So the generic is proposed is gray with a black line normally for section. Existing is totally black. And then demolition is red. Now, there's something here that is a mistake. I'll show you in a second. Let me post. Okay, this is actually the way it works normally. So let's go again. We were doing before. Yeah, so demolition normally we don't put a hatch normally unless we are in construction. Existing we do black. Proposed we do dark gray, and then we have one for cavity. Now, cavity is for those areas that are inaccessible and enclosed. For example, a lift shaft is a space that is void that exists, but we put it normally in cavity. Or for example, the cavity below the building that is normally, I mean, could be accessible, but it's not a part of the project. Um, so it's void, but if we have it without a hatch, it might feel that it's part of the project. So if I go to, for example, this a section, we can see that clearly. Yeah, this one, for example. If I come here, this is section done. Okay, so we have this cavity is in the roof cavity and below the building. So it is a simple drawing, but it's very clean, and you can see that this is existing. Actually, we repairing the roof. We are doing this part, and this is a building without the color code. So which is the generic. I think there is also a code drawing on this one. No, this is with generic drawings because council didn't want us to do with colors. Sorry, only the elevations, only some areas of the elevation, in fact. So if I come here, window, we could see that there is an addition of blue. It's hard to see in this screen, but this is blue because it's metal, and this is blue because it's also a corrugated iron roof, and this is just white because it's the existing. So we can see here clearly. So that is a bit of the hatch. Normally, as a final thing, is that um, we do the hatches always selecting the borderline because otherwise it takes a million years, and we have to be very careful with the if they are annotative or not annotative, which we're gonna cover in the next video. Okay, so I think that's enough information for hatches. Thank you.